Right, hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss equations of motion. You know already how many equations of motions are there? You know very well. V equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half ad square, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Right now see here, what is the need of equations of motion? Here equation of motion. When the body is in motion, we are studying the motion of the body by using mathematical tools. Already we know displacement means final position minus initial position. Velocity means displacement by time taken. Acceleration means change in velocity by time taken. So here these are the parameters. By using these parameters we are measuring the motion of a body. Then how these are related? S means displacement. Remember one thing, displacement is denoted by S. Next, velocity. But here acceleration is equal to change in velocity. Change in velocity means v minus u by t here. So here u is the initial velocity. So u is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity, and a is acceleration, and small t is time taken. Now that means how these are related to each other. What is the nature of relationship between them? The nature of relationship between them is called equations of motion. The nature of relationship between them is called equations of motion. That means they are linked with each other. See here, velocity depends on displacement, acceleration depends on velocity. That's why they are related to each other. And how they are related, that relationship between them is called equations of motion. Right now, but these equations of motions are valid. See here, Nana. Important thing. These equations of motions are valid only when these conditions are very very important. When motion is in one dimensional. One dimensional means body moves along a straight line. Next, second one. These equations of motions are valid only when the motion is uniform acceleration. Uniform accelerated. That means uniform acceleration means acceleration remains constant. Remains constant throughout the motion. Throughout the motion. So these are the conditions for equations of motion. So motion is one dimensional, means body moves along a straight line, and during the motion acceleration remains constant throughout the motion. So remember these two are conditions. When these two conditions are fulfilled, then only equations of motions are valid. Next, we know Nana, already we know how many equations of motions. How many equations of motions? Yes, there are three equations of motions. What are they? What are they? They are, first one, v is equal to u plus at. Second one, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Third one, v square minus u square equal to 2as. Right here, simple trick. Simple trick, Nana. I am writing here. See here, V T S. So when there is a relation between V and T, that means in that question only final velocity and time is involved. There is no involvement of S. Yes, there is no involvement of s. Then first equation of motion, that is v equal to u plus at. Next, in the second equation of motion, see here, there is no involvement of velocity. Then use second equation of motion. See here, Nana, in the third equation of motion, there is no involvement of time. If you ignore time, then what is the relation between these means? That is v square minus u square equal to 2as. So again here, in the first equation of motion, we are ignoring s in the first equation of motion. When s is not involved, then use first equation of motion. Then final velocity is not involved, then use second equation of motion. Then time is not involved, then use third equation of motion. This is the trick. Now see here a proof, each and every proof. Right here, first equation of motion proof. What is the first equation? V is equal to u plus at. Right? Initially, a body starts with initial velocity. It is moving with uniform acceleration throughout the motion. After t seconds, what is its velocity? That is final velocity. So here acceleration is given. Then we know very well acceleration, use acceleration concept. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity by time taken. Right, Nana? We know very well change in velocity. Change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity. Here, from here to here, the time taken is t. So a is equal to v minus u by t. T comes this side, at is equal to v minus u. From this minus u comes this side, v is equal to u plus at. So this is the first equation proof. V equal to u plus at. What is the meaning of this one? See here v means final velocity. V means final velocity. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity. See here, final velocity equal initial velocity plus a means acceleration into time. See here, acceleration into time. Acceleration into time means here a into t. See in the here a into t. A into t is nothing but change in velocity. That means in this place you are adding change in velocity. So final velocity is nothing but initial velocity plus acceleration into time is nothing but change in velocity. That means from here to here, how much change in velocity place here. So add initial velocity plus change in velocity, that is equal to final velocity. That means starting velocity and this velocity gives final velocity. Simple. So left side is velocity. You are adding means this is velocity means this term also should be velocity. But which velocity here? Change in velocity. Suppose a body starts with initial velocity 10 meter per second. It is moving an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. After 5 seconds, calculate final velocity. After 5 seconds, calculate final velocity. Then write equation v is equal to u plus at. Then v is equal to, what is the initial velocity here? 10 meter per second. Plus, what is the acceleration here? 1 meter per second square into time. Time how much, Nana? 5 seconds. So second gets cancelled. This is equal to 10 meter per second plus 5 meter per second. So 10 meter per second plus 5 meter per second, that is 15 meter per second. So this is final velocity. That means here see the initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Then what is the change in velocity? This change in velocity is 5 meter per second. So 10 meter per second plus 5 meter per second, that is equal to final velocity. So final velocity is equal to 15 meter per second. So this is the first equation of motion, V equal to U plus AT. This is the proof. I hope the first equation of motion is clear to you. Then see here, second equation of motion. What is the second equation of motion? Say Rana, second equation of motion, S. Second equation of motion is S equal to ut plus half at square. So in the second equation of motion, which term is not involved? Which term is not involved in second equation of motion? S. Right. Nana, amazing answers. Right. That is final velocity. Final velocity is not involved in a second equation of motion. So right here, S is equal to ut plus half at square. This is second equation of motion. Right, Nana? So S is involved. That means initially a body starts with velocity u. After t seconds, how much displacement covered by the body? And body is moving with uniform acceleration. So nothing but this is total displacement. Total displacement, and here body has initial velocity, and after some time body has final velocity. That means here velocity is varying. When velocity is varying, you know very well, calculate average velocity. So average velocity is equal to, we know very well, that is total displacement by total time taken. Total displacement by total time taken. So what is here total displacement? Here total displacement is S. From here to here, what is the time taken? That is t. So here average velocity is equal to S by t. Then here see here, Nana, here acceleration is, throughout the motion, acceleration is constant. Acceleration is constant. When acceleration is constant, we can write average velocity. Average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity. Initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So when this condition is true, when the acceleration is constant, average velocity equal to initial velocity final velocity by 2. This is equation 2. So compare equation 1 and equation 2. So left side average velocity equal. Then equate right side, that is one is S by t is equal to u plus v by 2. So this is a comparison of equation 1 and equation 2. Now eliminate v, because in the second equation of motion there is no involvement of v. So eliminate v, that means remove v. So remove v means in the place of v, according to first equation, we can write v equal to u plus at. So substitute in the place of v u plus at. So u plus, that is u plus at by 2. Now see Nana, u plus at by 2. This is equal to u plus u 2u plus at by 2. Then separate the equation. This we can written as 2u by 2 plus at by 2. Then see another 2 gets cancelled. So this becomes u plus at by 2. Here this is s by t. If t goes that side into t, then this is u into t plus half t into t square, so at square. This is the second equation of motion proof. I hope the second equation of motion is clear to you. Next see here Nana, third equation of motion. Next see here, third equation of motion. What is third equation of motion? Third equation of motion is v square minus u square equal to 2as. 2as, very good, very good, very good answer. But in the third equation of motion, which one is not involving? Which one is not involving in third equation of motion? T, that means eliminate T from the equations. Then it is very easy for us. Now see here, Nana. The third equation of motion is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Again here s is involved. Whenever s is involved, write average velocity. Now average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time taken. Total time taken. What is total displacement here? S. What is total time taken? Suppose T. So this is average velocity equation 1. Now already we know in the equations of motion acceleration is constant. So A remains constant. A remains constant. When A remains constant, then average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. So this is equation 2. So compare equation 1 and equation 2. Then we can write S by T is equal to U plus V by 2. Okay, Nana? If T comes this side, then write here S is equal to U plus V by 2 into T. But in third equation of motion, you know very well, eliminate T, and in third equation of motion, we know very well, one term is, if you know one term, throughout the motion, we can use it, that is acceleration. So eliminate T, but involve A. Why? Because acceleration is constant throughout the motion. So right here, see here, A is equal to V minus U by T. In the place of T, we can write V minus U by A. Then substitute in the place of T, V minus U by A. So this is equal to U plus V by 2 into, in the place of T, V minus U by A. So this is S. Now, see here U plus V, here V minus U. So simply I am writing this one, V plus U by 2. This is V minus U by A. This is S. Then this is equal to, see here A plus B into A minus B form. A plus B into A minus B. So what is A plus B into A minus B? That is equal to A square minus B square. So in the place of A here, V is there. So V square minus U square by 2A S. So this is equal to V square minus U square equal to 2AS. So this is the third equation proof, right?